What is up, guys? Maccabee Speed coming at you. Highly anticipated day today from the USI Range in Concord, showcasing the PA30 pump action 7.62 air gun. It's going to be a good one. I'm excited about it. No rain or inclement weather to deal with or anything like that, and we do have a tank with us also to go ahead and get through extended shooting today. Should be a good show. Should be a good show. All right, so we're going to go ahead and try and start this the same way we always do. Two 12x12 pasters, 25 yards. We're going to go ahead and hit the bore sighter just so that I can conserve ammunition, conserve air, conserve time on the range, all those good things. Row 23 today, so we'll get set up and see what happens. All right, that's what it looks like, beginning of a range day. All right, guys, so same as always, we do have our bore sight taking place at this point. You guys pretty much told me in the comment section you feel like that's boring as hell, so we're not going to roll through it together. Just going to go ahead and with good confidence say that I did get the 2 points of impact and point of aim to align. I'm going to go ahead and start out with the plain Jane ammunition here. These AEA pellets are probably pretty standard, not only as far as the shape is concerned, but also the weight that this is going to go ahead and like to shoot. So let's go ahead and get a couple of magazines loaded up, fire up the Chrono, and see what we get out of it. Now, just to know, I am going to go ahead and keep track of shots for you guys. As you see, it's about 4,500 PSI in this specific rifle right now. It's held that pressure the entire time that I've owned it. Had no leakage issues with it whatsoever. So I'm just going to go ahead and load up a couple of magazines, get myself on target, get myself grouping reliably, and see what the energy actually is over the chronograph. Honestly, this ammunition could look worse. This is pretty decent. I have absolutely nothing negative to say whatsoever about this specific AEA pellet. Looks good, looks clean, looks consistent in the tin. I'm excited. I'm not even going to load the other magazine. I'm just going to put this in and go with it. On safe. Breech is open. Cold as hell. Magazine is in the breech. Into battery. Smooth as silk. Not bad. They're actually getting stuff right over at AEA. Not bad. All right, first shot ever. Does it even shoot? Right side target. At 445 feet per second. That sounded underpowered, extremely underpowered. I don't know why it would be like that. Let's go again. There is something, oh. That's interesting. This piece just blew out of the gun. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the magazine, 174 feet per second. When the ceasefire happens, we'll go grab our transfer port piece and just go inspect it and make sure everything's all good. On safe. All right, guys, so I don't know what happened. Honestly, my rifle case was really full this morning as far as all the stuff that I brought with me. And I don't know if maybe that little quick release that holds that port in.
Rifle range is clear. You may proceed that range to post batch or pull your target. During the ceasefire time frame, please do not approach your batch or cross the line.
All right, guys, so I did grab this piece here. This piece is what auto ejected from my shit, and we're now in the position that we are. I can't necessarily blame anything about the rifle though, just based on the fact that my gun case was so full this morning. The release piece for this could have been bumped inadvertently, and I might not have noticed it before the first shot. The footage is gonna tell. I had a camera like 2 feet from this when it happened, as well as a GoPro looking over the whole incident. So we will actually get to see what happened in the footage. And the good thing is I have my other Megalodon with me, so hopefully the O-rings are the same, and I'll be able to steal those O-rings and then get this bitch back in the fight. Because I don't want to waste the whole day, right? I don't want to waste the whole day. This is classic Maccabee style. All right, guys, now because I am an avid air gunner, I do have to be a passable replacement part, but it's got a significantly larger transfer port. This is the transfer port plate off of my 58 caliber Megalodon. And this is the one off of the 30 cal, and as you can see, it says 6 on it, which probably stands for 6mm. And this one's actually double the size at 12 millimeter, but the O-rings themselves, the actual O-ring sizing is the same, which means that where they seal to inside of this piece here is also going to be a common piece within the receivers. It would make sense manufacturing wise too, right? So let's go ahead and pop this guy in. Booyah. Good to go. I can't pull it out. Feels awesome. All right, here, good to go. 4,500 PSI still. Seems to be sipping on air rather than blowing through the charge. Now what's it do? $695. It looks like we're right there on the lower right-hand dot. We're gonna go ahead and put 3 on it just to group and see where we're at with it. 695, that's not really the most impressive velocity. I hope this isn't one of those like low-powered but super accurate guns. That's not really my style. My style is more like the bruiser, big power, big bores.
Yeah, 19 and 20.
708.
Do we want to keep them from getting too close to that?
Okay, so it's absolutely clover leafing and it's picking up velocity. 721, not bad at all. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the point of aim and impact and see what happens. So we'll go up half a turn, and then we'll go to the left half a turn. $726, and I'm off the paper. So I think that what it's moving is backwards from what it typically moves. I need to go 1/2, 1, and then 1/2, 1. And that should be the correct adjustment that we're looking for. I mean, I'm not a betting man, but I think that that would be the right way to do it. 726, last shot. $736, and absolutely no idea. So I've gone ahead and I've blown the zero because this optic is not as intuitive as some of the other ones that I've used. As far as grouping and accuracy and zero, all of those things, it seems okay. But as far as being able to adjust the turrets and getting what I want out of it, as far as what I've previously got from other optics, maybe not as great. All right, guys, so this is probably where I should have started the video. 100% dialed in at this point. I have 2 loaded magazines and our velocity has normalized. I would say, just based on what I'm seeing from the chronograph, the hammer spring itself is set up to run between 36 and 3,800 PSI for the best velocities. Don't think this is the regulated version. I think this is just the straight plain Jane suck off the tank style, the one we've always had as far as non-regulated guns are concerned. But we'll see what it does. Middle of the second magazine with 2 magazines filled up. 864 velocity on the last sight-in shot. See what we can do on the left-hand side target. 864, and the trigger honestly is really good. It's worlds above most AEA stuff. Okay, 867.9. .860, so really consistent. .867. .865. Trigger's good. It feels good. The trigger has stages. The trigger has a good take. I like the consistency of the brake itself. This is a good trigger. 863. .857, so starting to drop off. 3,000 psi. That was where we saw our first real deviation, was 3,000 psi. So between 38 and 3,000, that's probably going to be your sweet spot meat and potatoes. I'm going to drive this thing all the way into the dirt on velocity-wise for you so you can see where it starts to actually shift impact at 25 yards. But for right now, we're getting a high shot count, we're getting a good energy, and we're getting outstanding accuracy, even offhand. You know, I'm not that good, so this is pretty sweet for me. 851. Eight 842 that time, so kind of a steep drop off. Once it hits that 3,000 psi mark, it seems to drop like a rock. 836. 824, last shot in the magazine. 816. Currently sitting about 2,800 psi in this shot string test. Right side target. 811. 8. 788. 789. 777. 773. Halfway through the third magazine. We're getting good shot counts out of this. It's got efficiency as far as miles per gallon is concerned on the air charge. 763. Let's test our point of aim versus point of impact, seeing if we've had any shift since the velocity is different to where we sighted in. Let's go all four corners. .733 on that last shot. Pretty much I have confidence that I'm going to hit whatever I'm aiming at this distance, at this pressure. Current pressure, 2,100 psi, so still effective, still has the lethality, still has the accuracy, still has the energy. And the classic AEA dry fire because the magazine has a big ass hole in it at the end of it. But we still got through it. 733 on the final velocity, able to decock the rifle, no problem. Good to go, dude. 733 ppm isn't the best velocity in the world as far as like nominal pellet speeds, but it still has at least 50 to 60, maybe even 70 foot-pounds if my off the top of the head math serves me correctly.